Well, the streets have no name. I wanna feel sunlight on my face. I see the dust cloud disappear without a trace. I wanna take shelter from the poison rain. Where the streets have no name. Where the streets have no name. Where the streets have no name. We're still building them, burning down loud, burning down loud. And when I go there with you. It's all I can do. The city's afloat, and our love turns to rust. We're beaten, blown by the wind, trampled in dust. I'll show you a place high on a desert plain. Where the streets have no name. Where the streets have no name. Where the streets have no name. We're still building them, burning down love, burning down love. And when I go there with you. It's all I can do. Our love turns to rust. We're beaten and blown by the wind, blown by the wind. Oh, yes, see love. See our love turn to rust. We're beaten and blown by the wind, blown by the wind. Oh, when I go there with you. It's all I can do.
And opening up our time tonight, that is U2 from the Joshua Tree. And that was the lead-off track there, Where the Streets Have No Name. Well, the time is just about 8:06, and you are listening to KTEC 89.5 FM, Klamath Falls, Oregon. Also online at ktec895.com. My name is Sean. The show is Analog Algorithms, here with you on Thursday nights to play for you music from all over the musical spectrum. Well, welcome back. It's 2025. We made it. It's a new year, a new beginning, a new chance for all those dreams and resolutions or, aspirations, whatever you have planned. Maybe things you wanted to do last year but didn't quite make it. Well, now is the time to reset and restart, and you can get all those things in your within your realm of possibility. All those things can come true, and I know I'm excited, a little trepidatious, but I'm just going to be positive about this year. It's going to be a good year. It's going to be a great year. One way or another, it's just going to work out. We're going to get through this. But anyway, there's music. There's always music. And we got music all on vinyl for you this hour and the next. And my theme, since it is the beginning of the year, it's the first show I'm doing of the year, all my tracks tonight are going to be lead-off tracks from albums. So it made my it's going to make my queuing up quite easy on vinyl, because every track is just going to be the first track on the album. So that's kind of nice, kind of a little break from trying to find if you're doing a radio show and you're using vinyl, you need to find like track 3, and it can be kind of difficult sometimes, especially if the light's not right, but it's always easy to find track 1. So we're going to be featuring, yes, all lead-off tracks from albums tonight. First hour is going to be kind of a more of a rockin' hour, and then in the second hour it's going to take a little turn and going to go more into the ambient sort of realm. But let's keep it going here with the 80s in this first set. This next track is a great lead-off track. It's the lead-off track from the first album from this band. The band is the Ocean Blue. The album is a self-titled LP, and the track is Between Something and Nothing. And it has one of my favorite, very simple yet effective guitar solos. So hopefully you'll enjoy that as well. So the Ocean Blue, Between Something and Nothing, on vinyl here on Analog Algorithms.
still recoil when the skin is lost? Am I that worthy cause? Will I still be soil when the dirt is off? Covering myself until I see another herd approaching. Say we can, say we will, not just another drop in the ocean. Watch the fingers close.
from Shabooh, that is INXS with The One Thing. Also in that set, we heard from Echo and the Bunnymen off of Porcupine. That was the track The Cutter. The Police from their last but arguably best LP. There's probably people that would do battle over that. But anyway, from their LP Synchronicity, that was the track Synchronicity 1. And we started things off there with The Ocean Blue from their first self-titled LP. And that was the track Between Something and Nothing. All of those lead-off tracks from those respective LPs. Well, the time is 8:23, and you are listening to Analog Algorithms here on KTEC 89.5 FM, Klamath Falls, Oregon, and we're also online at KTEC895.com. Well, I hope you're having a great start to the new year. I know I had a nice few days with my wife and our little boy. We got to go over to Carson City. We always tend to go either like north or west, but we go south, but we never really go like east or southeast. So we thought we'd go southeast this time and spend some time over there, and went to Lake Tahoe for a little bit and Reno. And it's kind of nice to get over to that part of the world. Has its own little beauty, and it's actually pretty easy to travel. There wasn't a lot of snow, sadly, but it made it for some easy driving and ability to kind of get out and see the sights and welcome in the new year somewhere different. So hopefully you had a nice introduction to 2025, and hopefully it's going good. We're only a couple days in, so the jury's out, but so far so good, at least on this side. And I know I'm having a good time sharing music with you, all on vinyl, of course. And our theme tonight is first tracks of albums, because it is my first show of the year. So there is my theme. So we're going to keep it going with some a set now from the 2000s. Going to start off with a really great band. This is the band The Horrors. This is from their album Skying that came out, I think it was back in 2011. So a little while back now, but definitely a good album to check out. This is the lead-off track from that. This is Changing the Rain on Analog Algorithms.
just medicate. Pour me another drink. Don't wanna have to think. I think I lost my some kind of trip, but I kinda like it 'cause it feels like being in love.
from the album Uneasy Laughter. That was Moaning with Ego. Also heard there from Wet Leg off their first and only album, self-titled LP. That was the track Being in Love. Rolling Blackouts Coastal Fever from their Sideways to New Italy LP brought us the second of the first. And we started things off there with the Horrors and the track Changing the Rain. Well, the time is just about to turn 8:40, and you are listening to Analog Algorithms here on KTEC 89.5 FM, Klamath Falls, Oregon, and we're also online at KTEC895.com. Well, I hope your evening is going great. I'm having a good time here playing all music on vinyl for you, and it's all lead-off tracks because this is my lead-off show of the year. We just switched over to 2025. Hopefully you had a great switch over and you're enjoying writing 2.5 instead of 2.4 on everything. I'm a school teacher in my daytime hours, and I'm sure on Monday it's going to be a transition. Always seems to take a few days to like get the muscle memory to remember it's a new year. You need to do this a little different. But anyway, first world problems. But let's keep going with the music here, and let's switch our genres a little bit. Let's go to post-punk, so late 70s, early 80s, all lead-off tracks here, and we'll lead it off with the lead-off track from Romeo Void's second LP, Benefactor. This is the track Never Say Never on Analog Algorithms.
Sunlight landing on the street, sunset girls and speedy times roll. We'll let the good times roll. Let it roll. Good times roll. Let the good times roll. We'll let the good times roll. We'll let the good times roll. Let it roll. Good times roll. We'll let the good times roll. Let the good times roll. We'll let the good times roll. Good times roll. Let the good times roll. Let it roll. Suspicion yourself, don't get caught. Suspicion yourself, let others out. While the lower walls, here's a house to put wolves at the door. In a corner gone, Suspicion yourself, don't get caught. Suspicion yourself, let others out. While the lower walls, here's a house to put wolves at the door. In a corner Suspicion yourself, don't get caught. Suspicion yourself, suspicion myself. While the lower walls, here's a house to put wolves at the door. In a corner gone, wild hours.
Closing out that hour, that is R.E.M. from their amazing first EP, Chronic Town. That was the one that leads that off. That was Wolves Lower. And they never really made an album that quite captured the energy of that first EP. So definitely, it's only 5 tracks, but definitely one to seek out if you haven't heard that. Just before that, we heard The Cars from their self-titled debut LP. That was the track Good Times Roll. And whenever I hear that, I always remember way back in the day, I don't know how old I was. I must have been like 10 or 11, something like that. But one of my uncles gave me for Christmas on cassette that album, The Cars' first album. And I was just too young. I didn't know what to do with it. I don't even know what music I was into. It was probably I was into like classical or, Christian music or something back in the day. But I got this Cars tape and I was like, what is this? And I just kind of, put it in the drawer, so to speak. And years later, I was like, oh man, if I only would have, just gave it a spin, I probably would have had a whole different experience as a kid. But anyway, discovered it eventually. And, what a better leadoff track for a band is, their first album, their first track, and that's it. So there you go, The Cars there. Also heard from Television off their Marquee Moon LP. That was the track See No Evil. That's a new addition to the collection. Found that down in Reno this past week when we were down there celebrating the New Year's. There's a great place called the EP Listening Lounge. They have a bar, a coffee shop, and then they have a little selection of vinyl. And their coffee shop is all pour-overs, so it's really quiet. You don't have that noise of the grinders or the espresso machines. It's just a pour-over coffee and different varieties, and then some vinyl and some nice music playing. So definitely a place to check out, the EP Listening Lounge in Reno if you're ever down that way. And we started that set off with Romeo Void from their second LP, Benefactor. And that was the lovely track. Lots of good energy on that one. That was the track Never Say Never. All leadoff tracks, which is our theme tonight. All leadoff tracks from albums because it is the leadoff show of the new year, 2025. Well, the time is getting very close to 9 o'clock, and you are listening to KTEC 89.5 FM, Klamath Falls, Oregon, and we're also online at KTEC895.com. Well, I hope you're having a great night tonight. Hopefully your week is going well. Maybe you got New Year's Day off. Maybe you had to work. I don't know. It's a nice thing about being a teacher. You always get a couple weeks off this time of the year. Get a week off at Thanksgiving. Get a week off at, the springtime. And you get the summers. But it's those times in between. It seems like teachers get a lot of time off, and it's real easy. But I got to tell you, working with kids, you're on all the time. You got to be on your game. There's no just kicking back and relaxing. If you're kicking back and relaxing as a teacher, you're not teaching. That's just not how it works. So definitely some hard-won time off, and definitely enjoying it this time around for sure. But looking forward to next week. It will be nice as well to get back and kind of get back in the routine of things. But I'm not gonna speed it along if I don't have to, that's for sure. All right, well, this next hour, we're going to be switching gears a little bit. Still doing all vinyl, of course, and we're going to still be doing first tracks of albums, but we're going from a more rockin' kind of energy to a more cerebral kind of energy. So one thing my wife, every now and then, she says, you should do a show where I could fall asleep to it. And I tell her, well, I don't really want people falling asleep when they're listening to me because I want them to listen, to stay awake. But this next hour may be that hour, depending on your level of energy and consciousness and all that. So we're going to be doing an hour of very atmospheric, ambient, peaceful, maybe new age, but probably not really new age, but definitely a music that is going to be music you could listen to and kind of go to a very relaxing, peaceful place. And I'm not going to be talking too much through this. I'm just going to start it off, and at the end I'll read through what tracks I played. But we're going to get it going here. This is Suzanne Ciani off her album The Velocity of Love. It's the one that opens that up, and it's going to open up our hour. It's the track The Eighth Wave. And I'll see you on the other side here on Analog Algorithms. You're listening to Analog Algorithms here on KTEC 89.5 FM, Klamath Falls, Oregon, and also online at KTEC895.com. You're listening to Analog Algorithms here on KTEC 89.5 FM, Klamath Falls, Oregon, and also online at KTEC895.com. listening to the lead-off track to Harold Budd's LP, The White Arcades. We started this hour off with Suzanne Ciani from The Velocity of Love with The Eighth Wave. Then we heard Carmen Verlaine from her Only Love From Now On. That was the track Gestures. Brian Eno and Harold Budd from their Ambient 2 LP brought us First Light. Then we heard Cocteau Twins from the Victoria Land LP. That was the track Lazy Calm. Sigur Rós off their album Roller. We heard the track I Breathe. Followed that with Popol Vuh from their amazing Sacred Music LP Hosanna Mantra. That was the track Ah. Then we heard Peter Gabriel from his soundtrack to the Passion Music for the Last Temptation of Christ LP. That was the track The Feeling Begins. Dig Can Dance from their Immortal The Serpent's Egg LP. We heard The Host of Seraphim. And now, once again, we are enjoying Harold Budd from The White Arcades. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this hour of music that's peaceful, meditative, contemplative, and hopefully it brought you to another state of being, as it were. Well, after Harold Budd, I have one more track to play for you. It's going to be from Michael Rother off of his Dreaming LP, and it will be the lead-off track of that album, the title track, Dreaming. Just like every track this hour has been the lead-off track from those LPs, celebrating the first show of the year, the new year, 2025. A nice, peaceful way this hour to bring in this new year, hopefully of hope, promise, hopefully something amazing will happen to each and every one of us this year, and maybe something unexpected that will be beneficial as well. Well, I'll leave you with Harold Budd, and then we'll transition to Michael Rother. And until next week, as always, please stay safe, Klamath Falls.
Thank you.